father, man, he punishes us. And the thing is, like a great father, he warns us before we have to be punished. Like, you gotta think about your father. If your father, you're a good father, he doesn't just, you know, punish you for no good reason. He doesn't just say, you know what, come here, boy, I just feel like whooping you today. He don't do that. He tell you what to do, what not to do, and if you don't do what he's saying, he tells you, listen, if you don't do this, I'm going to whoop you.
Right.
And when you do it, hey, the water, sister, thank you very much. And say, we appreciate your sister hand. You understand? Your father says, if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, I'm gonna whoop your butt now. And just like the father, man, the Most High told us, if we were to become homosexuals, this is what's gonna happen. If we were to sin against him, this is what's gonna happen, man. We're gonna read it in the book of Galatians 6 and 8.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, and verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Whatever you sow, man, that's what you shall reap. This is a metaphor. It's like a farmer. Think like a farmer. You understand? When you plant something, you're gonna get something out of it. If you plant an apple tree, eventually you're gonna get apples. If you plant cucumbers, eventually you're gonna be able to reap those cucumbers or take them in, harvest them. You understand? Well, he's using that metaphor to describe what happens when you choose to sow sin, man. When you choose to plant sin into your life. Yeah, kick that around, sis. Give it a good step.
That's a doormat.
Yeah, give it a good stumping.
Well, never mind.
No, it's no sweat, sis. We got that fly, you know what I'm saying? Call in. That's the perfect fly for you right there. You understand? When you sow sin into your life, the Lord is giving you a metaphor on what happens, man. If you sow sin, the wages of sin is death, man.
Right. So
when you sin, you get death. You reap death.
Right.
You understand? That's what's happening in the ghettos right now. That's what's happening to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations. That's what's happening to us, man. Because we decided to sow sin into our lives.
Right.
We decided to sell drugs to our own people.
Right.
We decided to take up homosexuality like the white man.
Right.
We decided that we're going to eat whatever we want to eat, and God can't tell me nothing. And if I'm wrong, let him tell it to my face. You understand? God doesn't meet you as a man, man.
Right.
He sends plagues. He sends diseases. He sends punishments. You understand? And that's how he talks to us. That's how he lets us know we doing good or we doing bad. You understand? And we black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people, we doing bad right now. We doing real bad. You understand? And it's evident because we in the ghettos. We filling up the prison system, man. We in this courthouse packing it out, keeping them rich. Look at this big old building. You think they built this building off of money they saved up? They didn't build this building off the money they saved up, man. They built it off of your crime, your iniquity, black people, Hispanic people. You understand? How you think black people talk so bad about the hospital? Like a black man can't afford to get sick. You understand? He can't afford to he don't want to get sick. You understand? He'll do anything in his power not to go to that hospital. But how do you think that they getting so much money, man? You understand? Because the Lord is punishing us for our iniquities, man. When you become a homosexual, you're going to fill up that clinic. You're going to fill up that hospital because you're going to get plagued. You understand? If I could, let me get that verse 7 one more time.
The book of Galatians, chapter 6, and verse 7. Be not deceived. Come here. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth his flesh shall of the flesh reap.
Yeah, when you sow of your flesh, man, when you sow, like we talked about, when you sow that seed into your flesh, man, when you pick up homosexuality and become a homosexual, or you pick up that pork and eat it, man, you understand what happens? For he that soweth his flesh
For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
When you sow that sin to your flesh, man, guess what you gonna reap, man? Corruption, man. Monkeypox, man. It's in your flesh, right? Monkeypox is in your flesh. You understand? You break out in boils. You start itching. They said it feel like sitting on broken glass, man. I don't even want to know what that feel like. You understand? And the Lord said, when you sow that into your flesh, man, you reaped it in your flesh. You did this, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. You understand? There's an article out right now, and it's telling how blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and it's always blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are trending with this disease, man. They're the ones getting it the most right now. Doesn't that sound familiar, black people? That when all of a sudden now you picking up the trend on this disease. Doesn't that sound familiar? At first it was white people. White people was getting monkeypox back to back, Africans back to back. That's all you heard about. Well, guess what? Now it's black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people, killing them in numbers. And the same thing happened with COVID-19, man. The Lord is sending these plagues to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, to show us that we doing wrong, man.
Right.
We messing up, man. We gotta stop listening to these Christian pastors. We've been following these Christian religions, these Muslim religions for 400 years.
Right.
How about we try listening to Commander General Yohanna for just 1 year?
Right.
And let's see how that goes, man. Let's see if we don't save 1 million lives in that year. You understand? We've been listening to Christians for 400 years, and all we got from it was death, man.
Right.
Punishment,
Right.
plagues,
Right.
diseases,
Right.
and more poverty. Well, why don't we listen to Commander General Yohanna in the I.S.U.P.K for 1 minute? You understand? For 1 year. Let's just listen to Commander General Yohanna. Let's listen to these crazy black Negroes out on these corners reading these Bibles, man. Dressed in all black, dressed in their garments, in their goofy outfits looking like Power Rangers. Let's listen to these Negroes. Because we've been listening to dumb, goofy Negroes in the Christian church for 400 years. And all we got was death, man. Ain't you tired of dying? Ain't you tired of plagues and disease? Well, the Lord said, when you sow in your flesh, that you're gonna reap in your flesh, man. You're gonna reap monkeypox in your flesh, man.
Right.
If I could, let me get. You understand? We're gonna read this Bible, man. We're gonna go to Revelation 18 and 4, and show you, man, that your Christian pastor is nothing but a piece of garbage, man, for lying to you and leading you down the path of destruction. You understand? Telling you that it's okay to live a homosexual lifestyle. That is just an alternative lifestyle, man.
Right.
What has that gotten you, man? AIDS? HIV? Monkeypox?
Right.
When we gonna learn, black people? Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 59. Deuteronomy 28 and 59. Because we have continued to sin listening to our dumb leaders, man. Our dumb so-called black leaders have taught us to go against the Most High and follow the white man, man. You understand? The white man says that it's okay to be a homosexual. Our so-called black leaders say, yep, let's follow what he says. You understand? Well, we ought to stop listening to that, because all it's gotten us was curses, man.
Right.
And God warned us of these curses. He warned blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians of the curses that come from not listening to our God, man.
Right.
Read that, Bible, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed.
He gonna make your plagues wonderful. You understand? Meaning, you're gonna wonder where are these plagues coming from? What is this plague that we hearing of, man? What is a COVID-19? What is AIDS? There ain't no cure for it. They can't even find a cure for AIDS. You understand? The COVID-19 took a whole 2 years? They took like 2 years to get a cure for COVID, man. Because God said that he gonna make these plagues wonderful.
Right.
And the plague of your seed, man. What does that mean? That means that your sons and daughters are gonna get it too, man.
Right.
Think about it. We've been here 400 years. And this book been around for thousands of years. So we've been being warned for thousands of years. That means thousands of generations have been plagued by these same curses, man. And they had this same warning for thousands of years. We've been had this warning.
Right.
Even after we got here to America, we had these warnings. The Lord said what?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 58, 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
Right. He warned us of this, man. He told us that we was going to be plagued. Read.
Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues.
Even great plagues, man. Monkeypox, COVID. Listen, COVID-19 is an epidemic. It's like a pandemic. You understand? That's great. That's greater than a epidemic. An epidemic happens locally. A pandemic happens all around the earth. You understand? It's global.
Right.
I mean, that's what that word pan means, man. It means it pans the whole surface, man. You understand? It took over the entire earth, that COVID-19, man. That's a pandemic. And the Lord told us of this, man. He said he's going to make them great and wonderful. Read it again. I mean, read that part.
And the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continence.
And long continuance, man. You understand? That COVID-19 ain't going nowhere. AIDS ain't going nowhere yet. You understand? All of these plagues and curses have been on us for years, man. AIDS came around in the 90s, man. They still struggling to keep up with it, man. You understand? Now they ain't got no cure yet, but they got little treatments where you can continue to be live your homosexual lifestyle and not contract or not pass on the disease. You understand? But if you don't treat that disease, man, it shall surely kill you, man.
Right.
And the Lord is way smarter than you, man. The Lord is way smarter than the white man, man. He saw what the white man tried to do, trying to treat AIDS so that it don't spread. And he's like, all right, no sweat, I'm gonna give you a new gay disease. A new gay disease, and it's called monkeypox.
Right.
And it's gonna be what?
And of long continuance.
And it's gonna be a long continuance, man. Until blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians wake up, realize that they are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
And that they have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. Read on.
And sore sicknesses.
And what?
Sore.
And sore sicknesses, man. I know that monkeypox got you real sore right now.
Right.
I know blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians around the country are sore right now, man. And they said Florida is the number one state with it. In Florida, man, that we are the highest in monkeypox cases in Florida, man, amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's crazy. That is crazy talk, man. Aren't y'all tired of dying? Aren't y'all tired of getting these sore sicknesses, man? Why don't you turn around, come get a flyer, and change your life, man?
Right.
Stop promoting homosexuality, man. Stop being stop supporting that LGBT community, man. You understand? Because in supporting it, man, guess what? You're going to go and try to hug on some homosexual, man, and you're going to get it. You're going to get that monkeypox.
Right.
You know why? Here's why. Because it's passed on by touching, man.
Right.
It's not this is no longer a sexual thing no more, man. You can get it just by touching somebody who has it. This is what they thought in the 90s. They thought in the 90s, they tried to fire everybody who they knew were homosexual or had AIDS and HIV. They tried to fire them from off that job because they thought that they could spread just by being in the same room with them, just by touching on them. Well, this time the Lord made it real, man. The Lord made that theory real, man. So now you can get this disease just by touching them, man.
Right.
So you women, man, you out here supporting and loving those gay men, man. and having gay friends and lesbian friends, you're gonna turn around and get the monkeypox right along with them. You understand?
We got more than that.
Oh yes. Let's read more. Let's read more on this, man, because this right here is a heavy scripture, man, that Christian pastors love to jump over. They jump past the whole Deuteronomy 28. They don't even look past it, man. When this is your whole life in America.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28, the whole chapter, is your life in America if you're Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. If you live in the ghetto, if you live in the barrio, if you checking into this courthouse right now because you was walking while Black, this is your life. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 59. Then the Lord, verse 60, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt.
What that says again, man? No, it's gonna bring all the love.
All the diseases of Egypt.
No, we gonna have fun and get along and nobody's gonna die.
All the diseases of Egypt.
The Lord warned us, man.
Right.
It's right here.
Right.
It says it. What's up, brother? What's going on? Quick, get your flyer. You understand? The Lord warned us and he told us, man. We was gonna get all the plagues of Egypt, man. Y'all remember them plagues, right? The blood, the Red Sea, the river of blood or whatnot, the frogs. You understand? And not to mention the boils, man. The boils, man. Them Egyptians had boils on their body, man. You understand? Big blisters that bubbled up and pussed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got right now, man. Don't that remind you of the monkeypox? Big bubbles around your body, man. Pus everywhere. Don't this remind you of right now? What we reading? What we talking about, man? Y'all remember them plagues? Well, guess what, man? The Lord said that because we sinned against him, because we want to live a homosexual lifestyle, read.
Deuteronomy 28 and 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt.
He gonna bring all those plagues back. Read.
Which thou was afraid of.
You was afraid of those plagues, man. Your grandma taught you about the plagues too, man. You know what I'm saying? She taught you a little bit about Exodus and showed you what happened in Egypt. And we was afraid of them, even in the land, man. We did not want you. Listen, you can't get Black people to do nothing, right? But guess what? Them Black people in Egypt, man, they shut their door and put that blood on their doorposts, man. They did that right away, and none of them died. None of them got none of the plagues of Egypt. But we did it because we were so afraid of what the Lord was doing to our oppressors, man.
Right.
This is what God is not all love, man.
Right.
You understand? When you turn to the Most High God, he will put your enemies to death.
Right.
He will give them the plagues.
Right.
He will curse them, give them monkeypox, coronavirus, HIV and AIDS. You understand? The list goes on and on and on. But you gotta do what he says, man. You gotta do like them Israelites in Egypt and put that blood on that doorpost. You understand? You gotta eat that unleavened bread. You gotta light that menorah. You gotta keep his high holy days and stop keeping America's damn stupid holidays.
Right.
You understand? You gotta turn around and keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. Or,
moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of.
it's gonna be a frightening day, man. You see these monkeypox, you see these diseases. It's a frightening day today, man. Read on.
And they shall cleave unto thee.
Right. Oh, and they gonna cleave unto us, man. That's why we trending in AIDS. It's 2022. AIDS came out in 1990. In the 1990s, man. And we still the #1 in AIDS. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are still #1 in AIDS in 2022. That's what it's saying when it says that these diseases are going to cleave to us, man. Y'all not listening? Y'all not learning from your mistakes, man? How long we gonna go on like this? Read.
Verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
We gonna get stuff that ain't even heard of in the Bible, man. Because we don't cover AIDS. You understand? God said that when you have a man have sex with another man, that he's gonna die and the blood gonna be upon him. That was warning you of AIDS. Then we just read how if you sow sin into your flesh, you're gonna reap corruption in your flesh. And that's talking about monkeypox. Then in Deuteronomy 28 and 50 and 60, it tells you about the plagues of Egypt and how they got boils. And you see that happening right now today, man. We got boils all over our bodies because of homosexuality.
Right.
And now the Most High God is telling us even the plagues that you don't see in the Bible, even the plagues that you can't read about in the Bible are going to happen, man. This is just the beginning, black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian. You think that this going to be the last disease that you get and that you trend in? You think you're going to be the highest? It's going to stop with monkeypox. You number one in monkeypox.